Hi, this is our company, Vasari Studios. It's a mobile digital app developer. Vasari means dreaming in Romanian, so I feel like it's very appropriate for what we're trying to do here, and that's to establish that we have a dream and that we hope we can complete it.
I'm Tyler McDonald, accounting major, and I was helping with Darren's dream.
I'm Abbas, and I'm a CIS major.
I'm Darren Miller, and I'm a global business management major. So basically, what our app is, this is kind of the idea for the logo as far as like App Store. Basically, our app is called Hive, and that it's supposed to reflect the fact that we are all students working together in this giant hub of activity. So we wanted to focus on like navigation, communication, and interactivity. So what is primary about navigation is that like the system we have right now between like Google Maps or even the ASU maps is that it's just not ideal for walking or biking or skating. We want to make the fastest, most efficient routes available to students right away. We want to cut back on traffic and kind of foot pollution, I guess, in that sense. Our communication, we want to emphasize the fact that there are so many events at ASU that just aren't readily like known about. We want to emphasize the fact that we have a ton of news sources that we don't necessarily subscribe to, but that are available to us, and we'd love to have that in one place. And as far as interactivity, just having all that information available to students, it's kind of condensing it and putting it in one place. So it's a connectivity package. So for clubs, for instance, if they want to post that they have an event on Saturday for yada yada, they can put that down and students across the campus can see it, no matter if they're on campus or a different campus, everybody can see it all in one place. It's different from the main ASU app just because it's more condensed, it's more intuitive as far as usage. We want to make it a little bit trendy in that sense, is that like we want it to be inviting, we want it to be welcoming, and we want people to participate. And I think this is an innovative opportunity for infrastructure. It's not a replacement for the current ASU app. Instead, we're just uploading the student information in so we can get our schedules and tracking. And then it's not a social media. It's not like Instagram or anything. We're not posting stuff. It's just for professional use. Our target market is going to be students, obviously. We want to expand as much as we can. But during this first preliminary stage, we want to focus on ASU and how we can improve it here. So our goal is to license our app to universities across the nation potentially, and hopefully globally at some point. And I feel like this is a vital resource for students everywhere, just because it just condenses everything.
So our problem, what's the problem with what there is now? College students, especially first year students, have difficulty navigating the new campus, like they're new to the place. They don't know much about it. Not only that, foot traffic and wait times are very heavy, and we need to know the best routes to get to where you want to be. And we've got a plethora of new subscriptions and events that we don't know about, and you can find them out on our app. So our mentor is Bill Gates, and why we chose Bill Gates is that he's hugely successful in startup businesses. He's a tech giant, and he can give us new resources and contacts. And he has a lifetime of knowledge of just the infrastructure of what we're trying to do.
For marketing of the Hive, we would directly want to work with the universities. We want them to be able to be proud to say we are partnered with Hive, to be able to allow students to know that they have a guide for their campus, so they don't have to be so overwhelmed on their first day to college. There would be no more unexpected wait times because we'd have a way to give you the times of how long it's going to take to stand in the Chick-fil-A line at the Memorial Union. How long is traffic from going from Armstrong to Discovery Hall? And it's a great tool for any university because of how we can put it over any university's map. And we want to make sure that the students know about it. So we will be advertising through social media, we'll be advertising through word of mouth, just ultimately showing how this product is designed for everyone to be a part of it. Now for the budget of this, we want to start off small. we want to start off with $120,000. That is going to help cover the cost of programming, the maintaining of the system, our graphic designers, and the marketing that will be required to get this out there. We also will keep some of that money as an emergency fund for when things go awry. Because as we know with technology, servers can crash, things can go down, and we want to be able to be there to fix any situation as quickly as possible.
So as you can see here, our monthly subscription, our projected monthly subscription cost would be $3 per student. So in the App Store, that's what would show up is like a $3 cost, which is $36 a year. But ASU could get that at $30 or even lower, totally open to negotiation there. But basically a licensing agreement that large with the student populations at different schools would allow us to reinvest. So for instance, for the graphic designer, we'd love to have like an overlaid map, because not only do we want to track the most efficient routes, we want it to look good. We want it to be enticing for students to use. So for instance, at this projection, that would be $3.9 million licensing contract after our startup year. So that would be year one in our revenue. And our cost would be relatively low, but we'd love to reinvest a lot of that money into expanding it and through marketing and just making it more intuitive, better usage. We'd love to work with Apple and have some of that health data tracked, just that way it can give you the most precise times. That's the main function, I think, not just communication, but also just efficiency in the system. So right here, our cost projection, by year 5, we'd hope to have 10 schools involved in this program. And that would be $7 million in projected costs between salaries and upkeep and maintenance. And then our 5-year revenue projection, as you can see, that would skyrocket by year 5 because we can continuously reinvest in our own business.
So we thank you for your time, and we hope you're part of our Hive.